Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Great to have you guys back here. I'm so happy to present you another unboxing. Guys, you see, I'm back in my patio. The wind, right? The audio is not going to be that excellent, but just be with me. I just want to show you what's happening out there. The weather is crazy. We just start. I tell you what, the rain pours like it haven't been like this for months. But you know what? Instead of not making an unboxing video, talk about things that I love. Well, because I just got this watch a couple hours ago. But you know what? Rain, water, unreliable weather, tough situations to being rain, wind. Isn't it part of the reason why we love our dive watches? Our Seiko ISO 200 certified divers. They are part of the world. Take it out. Don't be afraid. Use it as the way they're supposed to be used. Alright guys, as you guys see, I've been on a buying spree. Especially in the last week, I've actually purchased 3 watches. I've done the unboxing of those 2 already. Just a very brief introduction again. If you'd like to see the unboxing, or if you haven't already, click the last couple of videos and you will see them. This one that I unboxed yesterday is a Seiko 5, Borrow the Spirit of the Tuna dials back in the 70s. Again, the new sort of reinvention of the transparent dial is more suitable for the Seiko 5 line, is because they made it very affordable. So again, very great watches, very interesting to see. I shall make a full video about this in the coming days, so stay tuned for this. Of course, we have this beautiful turtle patty. My original intention of buying these patties is actually just for the video. I was going to sell it. Of course, I don't want to lose too much money on it. That's why I bought it at an excellent price, which at least I believe that was the case. SRPF81K, of course, bought from Long Island Watches, and this is made in Japan version. I'm a just big fan of it. So, but you know what? I had a change in my mind, because this turtle is gonna break my rule of 1 piece per collection. This turtle is not leaving me. I'm going to keep it because you are too beautiful. Yeah, you are too unique to leave me. Okay, so that's the turtle out of the way. And today's unboxing, which is the 3rd watch, the latest to arrive. But you know what? I'm so excited about you because it is one of the latest, if not, I think it was released end of last year. Of course, we are literally just in the beginning of 2023. But this is a baby tuna. Guys, you ready? Let's get into it. Wow, I'm loving it. Just the feeling of unboxing your watches. I'm loving this feeling. Now, bit of story about this watch. As you guys remember, last week I was traveling, right? I took my family to Western Victoria, Australia. Beautiful place to be. But again, during the travel, I kept thinking about you guys. I was like, I gotta buy a few more watches, so when I finish my traveling, I can come back home and show you what I bought. So this watch was actually bought during that trip. I found it is a local seller in Australia, absolutely top-notch bloke. And you know what? That's just part of the experience. You're buying something from someone that also passionate about the watches. So every time when you look at this watch, you think about the experience behind it. So thank you very much for doing me an excellent deal. I appreciate you, and hopefully you already subbed to the channel, so I'll be seeing you somewhere very soon again. Now, wow, let's look at these guys. Hopefully the lighting situation is still doing well, even when in the midst of the rain. Of course, we're staying dry under the shades, but this is a beauty. First of all, let's take this off the pouch and let's have a look on the tag. It is, of course, we know it is under the Prospex line. The model name is SRPF81K1. Wow, it's a K version. I do see there's a J version as well if you source from Japan, or Sakura Watches, Japanese shopping online, and many other reputable Japanese retailers. The caliber is what we know very familiar, 435. So with the wow, this style, I'm loving it, guys. What do you guys reckon? Of course, with the date, what strikes me first is, again, I'm talking about the experience that I have with my Seikos. I've always had the 3 o'clock date window, right? 3 o'clock. No matter we're looking at date or day, I always had the 3 o'clock. I don't think there's any Seiko in my collection actually does at a 6 o'clock position, but this one we're catching a bit of a trend between 4 to 5. We'll call it 4:30 date window position. Look, I don't really mind at this particular iteration, but I had a look on a couple photos and from other collectors with the new slim turtles, especially the white dial, and there's a gold trim dial. I don't really like that photo with that watch. Again, I'd never hold that watch in my hands. If you're having it, if you're loving it, fantastic. But the reason why I put the buying trigger on this one is because for me, with this deep muted blue, I don't know, man. That 4:30 window literally disappeared when you're looking from a distance. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me what you guys think, right? So that's wow. I'm loving it, guys. As you know, I'm a again, I don't claim myself to be the absolute expert in the Seiko iconic divers and collection, but I do have Solar Tuna. That is my go-to watch when it comes to beater watch and tackle any task that's outdoor environment. And you know what? Not only the Solar Tuna, I also have a baby tuna, the yellowfin baby tuna SRPF81K. I have the baby tuna flash. It's actually about 6 months now. I love that watch. I love that watch from the first moment that I look at it and chase it down. That was a great watch. And you know what, guys? I also have the MM300 Tuna SBBN043. Of course, made in Japan, the proper tuna, right? So as you see, oh, sorry, forget about mentioning my favorite Ani, the SNJ025. So, you know what? I think it would be an awesome video just to bring them all out. Have a tuna party, right? But as of now, right now, I'm a tuna fan. So you guys see, part of the reason why it is, I just want to check out what Seiko is doing with this legendary shape. Because tuna never seems to be, as popular as turtles or as samurais, or of course, as monsters. But guys, can I say something about a tuna shape? It is, in my mind, it actually sits on the absolutely top pinnacle of the design, if not the same as turtle, right? Of course, I love turtles as well, right? You guys are all great. I love you all, right? But this tuna is a great foundation. The shrouded design is a great foundation to build your productions on. I love it. Now, a couple of things that forms my first impression is. Hang on a second. Is this I don't have my caliber with me, but hang on a second, guys. I thought it's 22 lug width. I'm pretty sure it is not. Wow, I'm surprised. So guys, whoever has this watch or know this watch is gonna think that I'm silly, but I'm pretty certain this is actually can't be 18. This is probably a 20. So the lug width is 20. I'm surprised, guys. I've never all the tuna that I talked about, the Solar Tuna, the baby tuna, the old version of. I actually want to call that as a monster, baby monster, right? Of course, the SBBN MM300, they're all sharing the 22 millimeter lug width. This is 20. SKS shapes having 22 millimeters and turtles and samurais. Wow, I like it how they're using the 20 millimeter. That just surprised me because I'm not saying this looks like a women's watch, but this looks. Wow, it's very versatile. I tell you guys, it's straight away because how that tapers in terms of from lock position to the end of the straps. It's fantastic. It's different, guys. Let's just say that it's different, right? So 20. I'm guessing I gotta look into it. So 20 millimeter lock width for the strap. Now, besides the size of it, I like how they're doing the new silicone. Wow, just to give you slightly comparison. So this came from the MM300. It's got a Japan on top here, which I believe it shows that actually is made in Japan. I love this silicone, absolutely fantastic. This is a strap that comes on 1,000 USD watches of Seiko's, right? But I tell you guys what, this silicone is not bad at all. It's got that rugged appearance on the top of that texture, so you guys can see it. But it's not bad at all. I like it. I really like it. Seiko, well done on the strap. I like how, wow guys, look how they sort of manipulate with their designs. maintain the similar fashion with that couple step down. I'm pretty sure there's a terminology used for this, give more utility wise during the diving for a professional diver. But look how they just literally change it to make it more fashionable. I'm loving it, guys. From design perspective, I love this. Wow, really well made. Again, thank you so much for the seller. I appreciate you getting this all wrapped up. Oh, this is in brand new condition. So I don't believe he ever wore this watch on the stock strap for sure. There's not a bit of wear on it whatsoever. So the barcode is still actually with the plastic stickers on. Fantastic, guys. Very versatile piece. Okay, moving on to the size of it. Look, this is going to be a lot smaller, but of course I go through the details when I do the full video on it. But man, this is guys, it looks smaller than my solar tuna, the SRPF81K. What do you guys reckon? Just give you again a 2 seconds quick comparison in terms of size between the turtle and the SRPF. I gotta give a name to it, baby tuna. I think baby tuna is really well earned at this design. Okay, of course we'll go through the detail of the design and the comparison with the other proper tunas later on the track. But loving it, guys, loving it. All right, look at that shroud, very elegant. This is, I gotta tell you guys what, I love how this stainless steel shroud design is very elegant. It's a lot smaller, of course. This is gonna be according to this diamond of the watch, but they made brand new shroud for this version. Very short lug to lug. Wow, it's gonna be wearing very elegantly on your wrist, guys. Let me just do a bezel. I'll just do a bezel action. Now, in terms of bezel, is what do you call this? Is dual color or bicolor, right? So you've got this. Let me just get lighting on this, guys. Sorry, just be with me, right? You can see that gold. Man, it's interesting how they do those colors. And not to mention, look at that Lume peep, guys. So from the Lume peep to, excuse me, guys. From the Lume peep to the hour markers to all, you see those everything's engraved, and it's engraved in a, oh man, it looks very premium. I'm not sure whether this camera actually captured the dynamics of those. Man, there's something about this bezel. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. As you can see, again, quick comparison. You can see the Seiko 5 has a very smooth, most like a polished bezel, but this is really well designed, really good machinery. And this is the point where I'm going to mention those micro brands. I had a couple micro brands, right? Good, more power to the micro brands. You're loving it. But Seikos, when they produce something like this, cost retail around about 400 to 500. Of course, sometimes you can get it a lot cheaper. I love the quality of the bezel. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, guys. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Now let's just do a bezel action. Hopefully it will be audible, even though we're in the middle of the rain. Wow, spot on. It's tight, guys. You know, you guys, we look at other, of course we experience as well, right? QC issues, right? But I don't see any QC issues with when we talk about alignments. Everything lines up, man. Everything lines up, guys. Seriously. Everything lines up. I love the bezel. Bezel is a highlight for me. Bezel, of course, bezel is a highlight for me. As you guys see, I just talked about why. But man, I like how that sort of each indices. It's not. Sorry, man. Sorry, guys. I actually moved the watch out of the shot. But man, those indices, they are special. Very special. I like all those sort of candy bar looking indices. That triangle, fantastic, was the very well known, we'll call them snail trail at the 6th position, and this one will be done that way. And of course we have the 3 and 9 o'clock position, both have snail trail, and the 6th position up. Very elegant. This is actually, you know what this hand says and indice reminds me of. Of course, I know they're not the same, but it reminds me of my 62 Max MAS. Very similar. Of course, the hourly hand is a bit thicker, and as you can see between the hourly hand and mini hands, there's still difference, but it looks, like being beefed up. Again, compared to the size of the diameter, it is very good looking watch. What do you guys reckon? I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it. And last thing I heard about this watch is actually came in a slightly different Lume color. All those watches you see, turtles and SRP, what do you call these? The Seiko 5s. the new SKXs, they all carrying green Lume, and they're great. All my Seikos are green Lume, okay? The Marine Master 300 is the green Lume, but the SPB147 is the blue Lume. And I love that Lume. And I heard about this watch actually carries the same formula. I'm not sure whether this natural light is going to give me enough lighting, but it's going to be blue. Alright, so you guys see? There's a bit of blue going through. Look, from a diameter perspective, it has a lot smaller space and rooms to apply those looms. So I'm pretty sure the loom is not going to be that long lasting or potent. But as far as I'm concerned, that's not what they're trying to do anyway, right? I mean, they try to let the brands sort of, what's the word? To cultivate an environment where you have, you know, hardcore followers buying the MM300 SPB and tunas, or 600 tunas, you know, 1,000-meter tunas. But at the same time, they're not giving up on affordable market. They're not letting people rest it within the Seiko brands and say, you know, forget about those people. They just deserve a sticker 5. And maybe when they can afford an MM300, they will buy it. No, they cared about us. They make an affordable version by carrying the same spirit, and maybe one day, you know what, a lot of the buyers with those tunas, maybe one day they will be able to afford one of the MM300, even 600, right? So they are definitely cultivating the fanboys and customers for the future. Okay, guys, that first impression, guys. Let me just closing this unboxing video with the wrist shot. Let me just put it on for you guys. All right, won't take too long. Of course, this is a strap. Wow, the strap, we're so comfortable. Feels like, man, how light it is. Feels like I'm having a SRP 033 on a leather strap. Man, that's how light this boy is. Even lighter than, oh man, I don't feel a thing on my wrist. What do you guys reckon? Wow, I gotta imagine the lug to lug. This is the smallest watch that I think I ever had. This is not a baby tuna, guys. This is a mini tuna. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think I gotta get used to that sort of the size a little bit more, and according to my wrist, you know what? I think I've got a bracelet coming up to this, which will, you know, likely to change the visual aspect of the watches. But so far, I'm not disappointed. Look, the only aspect that's sort of out of my expectation was the wheels even smaller than anticipated. It's got to do with the lug. It's got to do with that new diameter. I think this is actually between 43, 44, somewhere around there. But it wears like 40, man. It wears really compact. Guys, again, as we all know, tuna's legendary, so I cannot wait to have more experience with this mini tuna, baby tuna, and bring you guys more information and my feeling about this watch in the coming days. Okay, guys, and with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching all my unboxing video for the last couple days. Those 3 watches are the watches that I purchased over the last fortnight. Since Christmas, I would say about a month, and for now I'm probably not in a position to buy another, you know, secondary mint condition or brand new watch for a little while. I hope you truly enjoyed my unboxing video, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Okay, guys, take care, having a great one no matter where you are. Bye bye, guys.